Anyone that knows something about these particular dances will explain the significance of the dances and how it evolved from maybe a ceremonial dances that was once considered sacred, and today it has changed. The whole meaning of it, the concept of the meaning of the dance itself, it may be different today. Some of them are ancient dances that has been done for thousands and hundreds and hundreds of years. And so we're going to bring out a young man who is a well-known dancer throughout the Southern Plains area. And he's also a Headman dancer. I'm going to ask Eric Manuelito to come up here and talk a little bit about the dance and how he came about to decide how he got into this particular dance. So he's going to talk a little bit about that, and he's going to demonstrate that this particular dance, it is called the Warriors Dance. Eric, you're on the air. Aloha!
Aloha!
Yat e kwasa na siya Eric Manuelito nshka. Aro hashkeik etesglin nshka. Tro hei clean shlodo kitsuchini bashishchi. Betani eda shachedo oge eda shanale. Trohaj et detna sha. This afternoon, I want to say thank you and greet you in my Navajo language, the ne. And I originate from the New Mexico portion of the Navajo Reservation. I am the great grandson of Hastin Chahjene, one of our war leaders back in the latter part of the 1800s. The Spaniards named him Manuelito, and so the government recognized him as, or referred to him as one of our chiefs, Chief Manuelito. We didn't have chiefs. We had headmen for the different areas and regions that we came from. Everyone was equal. They did their own part, and they carried themselves that way as a part of the people. No better, no worse than anybody else. So that's the family that I come from, and I want to say Yat E greet you that way. And as I said, I'm Navajo. Was raised on the San Carlos Apache Reservation. And but this dance that I share with you this weekend is not Navajo, it's not Apache. It is from the Southern Plains people out the Oklahoma area, Texas area, up into some of the Great Lakes area. My adopted family from Ponca and Oto out in Oklahoma passed on this dance to me, giving me the right and the responsibility to carry it the way that I tried to, the way that they taught me how to carry this dance. I'm an otter cap wearer, which carries a lot more responsibility amongst our people wherever we go. It's a little too warm to wear otter cap out here, so I have my roach today. The type of dance that I share is referred to as the men's Southern straight dance, or the men's Southern traditional style of dancing. The other dancing that you see that the men have the larger bustles on, in the very beginning of this dance, early on there used to be a small mess bustle that they used to wear. But as through the years, times have changed, and we wear this roach and the otter drop in the back. Those kind of take the place of that bustle that used to be worn. I participate back home in Ponca and White Eagle, Oklahoma, in our Helushka Society, our men's war dance society, and this is where this dance comes from. The history behind the dance talks about the people, the men that used to go out and provide for their family, for their women folk, for their elders, their grandparents, and used to go out and hunt, and also used to go to war and protecting their community. There are a small group of men that had the responsibility of going out after a time of war, and they would go out and make sure that the enemy was down and they wouldn't come back to do any harm to any of their relatives. And so this responsibility kind of carries on into this Helushka society, this men's war dance society, where there are a few men that are selected. They're referred to as tail dancers. They carry a tail stick, and they come out and they sing the very last section of a song, and they represent those men out there. This Helushka society that I participate in is like a service organization. We still take care of our relatives today within the communities wherever we live. And we provide for those that are unable to provide for themselves or don't have elder men in their families to take care of them. And so this is a teaching that this dance carries. This particular song that we're going to use is what we refer to as a trot song. Among some of our other Southern Plains relatives, they refer to them as horse stealing songs. There's a story about a young man that had a horse that he pretty much raised and befriended as from a young boy into an adult. And this horse was taken away from him during a raid, and he wanted and was determined to find his horse, and so he went out opposing what his elders told him to just let it go. He went out and searched for his horse, and for 4 days he was out there. On that final fourth day, he began to give up hope, and he started to go back home to his camp. And he sang a song that he used to sing with his horse, and sat out there. That was his final attempt, and hoping that his horse would come back to him. And sure enough, in the distance, there was movement that he saw. He was a little afraid, wondering what that was, but he kept singing his song. And the movement that he saw out there it started to go along with the rhythm of the song that he was singing. And he realized that it was his horse that had found him and followed the singing of the song that they both knew. And so this dance that we're going to share with you now, this with this trot song, is depicts that horse dancing to the singer. And so we're going to go ahead and share that with you today.